Okay, so I'm so sorry. I haven't been around for a little while. I apologise. So what I thought I'd do to make it up for you is I bought you a kitten. Do you like kittens? Hey? Huh? Would you like her? You can't have her. She's mine. So, this is the 15 questions that I have never been asked tag. I've sort of modified this from the 50 questions you've never been asked tag, which I found on Tumblr. That would take way too long, so I'm just going to do a little bit of cherry picking and pick through this list that I found. This was actually found on my gorgeous friend Jake's Tumblr, who used to be on Femferocity with me, so if you're watching this, Jake, I love you. So question number 1 is, what is your favourite candle scent? My favourite candle scent is Rio de Janeiro by Glasshouse Fragrances. It comes in this enormous vial. They also come in these little ones as well. It just smells like a cocktail at the beach at midnight, you know. It's absolutely fabulous. So, yeah, one of my favourite smells right now. Question number 2 is, if you had a daughter, what would you name her? I probably would name my daughter, like if I had the choice and I had the supreme decision, I'd probably name her Ava or Elle. I really like those classic names, but not those like musty names, like, you know, like Phyllis or Agnes or things like that. So, I'm so sorry for the Phyllises and the Agneses of the world, but I hate your name. I really love Ava though. I think Ava's my forerunner for a girl's name. Question 3 would be, what would I name my son? So, I have always really liked, this is the strangest name in the freaking world, and if you steal it, I will kill you. If you don't, I will understand because it's really weird. I actually really like the name Hyphen. I know that sounds really strange, but like imagine he could sign his name just Dash, and then his nickname could be Dash Davey. Oh my god, like, does that not sound like a knight in shining armour? But of course, if Dash did decide to grow up and be a lovely little trans queer boy, just like myself, or a trans girl, or anything like that, that's totally fine too. Ava's always on the table. Question 4, would you rather have an American accent or a British accent? Oh my god, of course I'd love a British accent. I have an Australian accent right now. For all those people who think I'm British, I'm not British. I would absolutely love one though. I know my accent is not that far off, but like, God, could I possibly just one day wake up and just start talking like this? Like, absolutely, like, you know, I think that would be a little bit racially offensive to most people. I'm so sorry, this is the absolute worst British accent ever as well. Oh my god, I apologise to the entire United Kingdom. Question number 5, are your grandparents still married? Yes, they are. Technically and legally, they are married on both sides, but also technically and legally on both sides, they're dead. Question number 6, what language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? I would love to be fluent in French. I can, you know, speak very broken French, like comment de père, bonjour, comment ça va, très bien, merci. But I cannot actually speak it like I couldn't just talk to you like I'm talking to you now. I wish I could, but I can't. Question number 7. Do you spell the colour grey, G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y? Personally, I spell it G-R-E-Y. I don't know why. I guess it's just how I've been brought up. I don't know. Grey, as in G-R-A-Y, it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right. When I write it doesn't look right. It makes me physically sick. So don't spell it like that. That's weird. Question number 8. Is your father bald? Yes, my father is bald. Question number 9. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? Well, I prefer Titanic. Easily Titanic. Titanic was one of those movies that I just fell in love with when I was a kid, and I obsessed over it. I learned all the themes and everything on piano and everything, and I can still play them to this day. So, yes, Titanic. Titanic all the way, easily. Question 10. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite sex? Well, and it actually says gender here, but you know, gender is between the ears and sex is between the legs, so person who wrote this, fucking get your facts straight, mate. I actually have no idea what my parents would have named me if I was born biologically female. I don't know, but I guess considering I'm sort of half-half now, whoopsie, I guess you could either still call me Davey, or you could just go with something completely random, like Slagathor or Princess Icefart. Question 11. If you have a nickname, what is it? Well, I go by many names, I suppose, but I personally love Davey because that's my first and last name, legally and technically and socially and all that blah. Question 12. Can you whistle? Well, actually I can whistle, but I don't whistle like other people do. I know that the traditional way to whistle is to sort of go, but I can't do that. So what I do is I sort of fold my tongue under itself like this, and I pull it back, and I actually let the air escape through the top of my tongue. And I can actually get a really loud whistle out of that. So, ready? See, it's quite loud, Thank you, well thank you, well thank you. Oh, stop it. Question 13, do you sleep with a nightlight? Hell no do I sleep with a nightlight. I cannot stand any light at all in my bedroom. Not any of those LED, not any clocks, nothing. It has to be absolute pitch pitch black. Question 14. What religion will you raise your children to practice? Well, I actually will not be raising my children to practice any particular religion. I would love to raise my children to be open-minded and critical and to question everything. So if they do decide to become any kind of religion further down the track, that is absolutely fine, and I will guide them and support them all the way through, but at the same time, I feel like that's something that they need to work out for themselves when they are old enough. I just don't feel like indoctrinating children too early on is something that I personally agree with. And finally, question 15, why do you have a Tumblr? I guess it's because it's from Tumblr. So, well for me, Tumblr, I actually do have a Tumblr. You can find it here. I love Tumblr. I just absolutely, I love all the memes. I love the humour on it. I love the discussions about gender and about drag and about, you know, all those kind of things. There's a very, very big trans and LGBT side of Tumblr, as well as there's a feminist side of Tumblr. There's so many amazing facets, and I learned so much from Tumblr at the same time as having, you know, just connecting with people. So that's pretty much the end of this Q&A. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. I know, it's time to go, I know. Have a good day, guys. Ow.